When the first sync is finished, you arrive on the home screen of iDcrm. So how does iDcrm display the data? On the left, you have the list of entities that we've set up together on the previous movie. What do you have? Workplace, remember, we specify some specific environment here. You have a count. This count, 28, means that I have late or activities for today and a total of 28. Account 16 means that I have 16 accounts available in iDcrm and 20 contacts and 8 campaign and everything the same for every entity. So when I move it, I see every entity I have. On the top left, you have two buttons. This one is to edit your home screen. You will see it later on. And the plus button is to add a record. And then you can add any record you want. On the down left, you have 4 buttons. The first one, you go back to home. Favorites is where you want to put favorites in your record. We'll see it later on too. Setup, where you can set up iDcrm. I can change your credential, and you can do a lot of things. And the sync button. iDcrm synchronizes in background with a process we call silent sync. But sometimes you want to enforce synchronization, or you want to synchronize the metadata with your Microsoft CRM server, like your administrator created new fields or changed value in pick list, and you want it to be applied on iDcrm. So you have to enforce a synchronization, and you do it here and by clicking by our logo on our logo. Let's go back on the home screen. On the right of the screen, you have your agenda. The agenda is split in 3 main areas. This one is a list of activity grouped by day and by user. I'm Timothy Jacobs, by the way. And by moving, I can see what I have to do every day with every kind of activity. The other area here is today. So when I select an activity, I see my agenda for today. And I can see that I have activities in red, it's open, in gray, it's done. And on this small area, I have my whole day events. So it's quite easy to see what you have to do. There you have quick action button where you can directly create a record. Let's say I want to create an email. I just click in on it, and then I can create my email, and it will be sent by the iPad. On the down right, you have the management of the agenda. We'll see it later on. But first, let's say that I forgot to add an entity to iDcrm, or I want to remove one that will be useless. So let's say I want to remove order and invoice because I don't need them for my own activity. I just click here and I do the exact thing I made on the first sync. I mean that I just have to say, okay, let's edit it. Go on cell, show group content, and remove order and invoice, or move lead on the first line, because I start with leads then with opportunity. The other thing you can do is add an entity as we done in the first sync. Let's say I want to put announcement that I removed previously. I said just click on done and I finish it. And what iDcrm will do is that it will relaunch the synchronization with the server so we can download the missing entity and remove the two that I've removed from the CRM system. So that's quite easy for a user to do so. I just make the point on something. If your user has a profile applied on it, you can decide that the user cannot edit the home screen, but it has to be in line with your company policy, and you need to use the iDcrm Profile Manager. Thank you.